needs them. But for me, the only positions that were left for me was like being a staff officer at like battalions or groups, and reviewing concepts and training concepts and working with budgets and stuff. And that just wasn't my jam. If quite frankly, if they would have let me stay on an ODA, I probably would have done it. But they were like, absolutely not. You can't. Stay
Absolutely not. You can't do that.
You have to promote and go up.
That'd be like if a major was like, I want to keep being a platoon commander. Like, no, you can't do that anymore.
Same
Sorry.
stuff. I mean, you understand.
You have to do
Officer
paperwork
realm,
now.
if you don't like meet things and you don't keep climbing and stuff, they just tell you. So,
yeah.
But I mean, I left on great terms and everything. I was just ready to do something different with my life, and then at the time when I knew I was going to get out, then I started doing more active work with the Special Forces Foundation. Ignacio Garza, who's the president there, brought me on to be the CEO of the Special Forces Foundation. That's when I really started to learn more about the philanthropic realm, because I really loved the idea of like giving back and helping the operators who needed it.
Yeah.
And so getting into that realm and really starting to learn and cut my teeth there. And then luckily, I ran into the Black Rifle guys a couple years ago. And then when I came up for the DoD Skill Bridge program, I took advantage of that and did that with Black Rifle, and then they hired me on.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skill Bridge is a hidden gem.
It is.
Especially if you do Skill Bridge with Black Rifle. That's not something I even would have ever considered as being like a possibility.
Yeah, we've just now, I think we have 3 newish hires right now that all came from DoD Skill Bridge.
No kidding.
So yeah, if you get on I'm pretty sure it's probably on LinkedIn or whatever, but yeah, we bring people in constantly in Skill Bridge. It's a great kind of combination because it allows a great company like Black Rifle to, because you have the ability to vet them and vice versa. So I feel like it's really, so the military is paying the money to keep give me my salary, but at the same time, who says that I did the DoD Skill Bridge with Black Rifle, and I was like, dude, this sucks. I never want to do this stuff. At least then I knew, and I'm not just like now out in the streets without a job. So it allowed me to kind of see if this is something I want to do with my life with this organization that I wanted to invest in, and vice versa. Just as importantly, they had the ability to kind of look at me and just be like, hey, is this guy a good fit for our organization? Does he represent us well? Is this what we want? And so I'm a huge advocate of the DoD Skill Bridge because I think it's both beneficial for the organization and the person coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have a bunch of friends that did Skill Bridge in various different like occupational special like fields or whatever, like tons of different, because they have a ton of different options for people based on what your interests are and stuff. And I think that's a really good way to kind of like ease people into civilian life rather than just like, here's your DD-214, good luck. And then they get out and they haven't got a clue what they're going to do for work or